What is up, everybody? Welcome to the latest and greatest episode of Dialogue Tree, where we talk about anything and everything video games. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined, of course, as always, by my co-host, Jordan Sims.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there today? That was a weird way for me to come in, but that is A-okay. Enjoying that nice old Coca-Cola? It's not old, but you know what I mean.
Old, O-L-E.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it's Coke. It's never really bad.
That's true. Unless it's not good. Then it's bad.
It's never bad.
It's never bad. I've had some bad Coke, man.
I've never had bad Coke. I've had Coke that was poorly prepared, or I've never had Coke that was prepared the way it was intended to be bad, because then it just doesn't taste like Coke then.
Okay, I can see.
I have had, sure, I guess if a Coke's been out for a long time, it gets flat, but yeah.
Well, yeah,
but that's different.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about in the sense of having a bad Coke would be getting it from a fountain and the syrup not be new enough or the carbonation not be good enough.
I can smell it.
Yeah, I will give it that.
I can't smell it. I'm not a weirdo. I can't.
No, you can't smell. You don't think McDonald's Coke smells different than other Coke? No,
I don't.
I know McDonald's sweet tea, that'll put you on your ass.
That'll take hair off your chest or add it one.
Who knows, man? It's pretty.
If you got
good.
one, it'll take the other away.
Yeah. Oh man, it's Black Friday weekend. You gonna do any Black Friday online shopping this year? Since a lot of big box stores, I couldn't think of the word, box stores, aren't going to do Black Friday.
What do you mean they're not going to do Black? Everyone's doing Black Friday.
I mean, they're doing Black Friday deals, but they're not going to do like Black Friday hours. I heard like Walmart and Target and some of the other ones aren't going to do like Black Friday, wait in line at 3 a.m. to get this cool deal thing.
I have no idea. I mean, yeah, I've already bought a couple things. Actually, I bought some games on this list.
Hey.
That we didn't have an episode Friday. I don't know if you didn't notice. We just had some difficulties, but we are back. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and as planned. But yeah, of course, everyone out there, look for Black Friday deals if you need them or want them. If someone in your life is looking maybe for a present for Christmas or birthday or whatever, and if you do go out, I don't know if I'd recommend that you do. I can't tell you how to live your life, but of course, do wear a mask. Drive safely, and wear a jacket, etc., and so on. I picked up a couple games on this list. That's about it. I don't know if I will get anything besides that. I don't know. I'm sure I'll check the sales. Steam, I'm sure will have some kind of big winter sale.
Oh yeah,
like they usually do.
Yeah, I'm looking at some Cyber Monday stuff. Maybe I'll pick up some stuff for that. That'd be kind of cool if I was.
Is there a cyber? What's the deal with Cyber Monday now? Because it's all cyber. I mean, it kind of has always been.
Yeah.
For the past couple of years, at least.
Now, I think more stores are doing Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday kind of sucks anyway.
Like
it's never better than Black Friday.
It really just depends. A lot of people, like, up until Black Friday, you'll see them, like, marking up stuff, and then they'll just put it back down to the normal price, or they'll chuck off a penny or $1 or $2 and be like, it's a Black Friday sale. Woo!
It's kind of like the Amazon Day they had. Mm-hmm. I think it's just called Amazon Day. I don't want any of this crap. Yeah. I don't need a 4-pack of what it's called, oyster
shuckers.
Yes. I don't I don't need a 4-pack of oyster shuckers for $7. I don't even know if that's a good deal.
I don't either.
I would imagine one for $7 is a decent deal.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how much marketing and time go into this. I'm not looking forward to my Black Friday shift.
That is true. You have to. Have you ever worked Black Friday?
Multiple times.
Yeah,
in multiple industries and such. Retail's by far the worst.
I've never worked. I worked retail. I've never worked anything else. I don't know. I can't imagine anything would be as bad as working at retail.
Yeah, it pretty sucks. I think I go in at 9 a.m. and I don't leave until 9 p.m.
You're working a 12-hour shift.
I mean, I think the place I'm working opens at like 7. So, yeah.
So you're not working Thanksgiving night?
No. The particular location is closed.
Okay.
The whole
That's good.
whole kit and caboodle, which is nice. I'll be able to have a restful, peaceful, relaxing Thanksgiving.
Before you walk into hell.
Yes, that's why I bought new shoes, because these shoes I was wearing just weren't cutting it, man. My feet were hurting. So
I like Vans, but I think you need some tennis shoes or something if you're
Yeah.
going to be on your feet.
So I got some New Balance. So
Very nice. I used to wear New Balance. I think they're the 991. I wore those for years.
I did some New Balance research. I don't think I had ever owned a pair. If I did, I don't remember. But last night I did a lot of extensive New Balance research.
Just in depth. Put the goggles on.
I really did. I went to Reddit pages. I went to YouTube channels.
You went to r/Reddit.
I went
Stay off of r/Reddit.
I went to r/New Balance, and then I went to like r/Buy It for Life, and just reading.
What is Buy It for Life? Is it just...
It's just quality products that last a lifetime. So people will post like, my granddad gave me this backpack and it's still fine, and he's been dead 30 years, and people will be like, thumbs up for granddad's backpack. And it's like quality shit. I found some cool brands and stuff on there.
Is it a lot of people just flexing?
A lot of
I imagine it would be.
A lot of it is a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
Like
old. You can't actually buy this anymore. The company went out of business 40 years ago, but I'm literally stabbing it now and it doesn't break.
Or the company is still around, but they don't make it with the same amount of quality as they used to.
Or they don't make that product anymore.
Yes. So, yeah. I still haven't worked on my Zoid any. It's still staring at me. I still need to do it.
Still staring at you with its head unattached from its body?
That is correct. I just can't. I just know that, like, the joints have parts and the joints have parts, and putting that bitch together is going to be a pain in the ass.
You need some of those what are they called? The clockworkers. You need some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those glasses that
I really thought,
magnify it down to the atomic level.
I thought you were describing racquetball goggles. And I just imagine.
No, man, that's what you need when you're researching for New Balance. You don't need that if you're putting your Zoid together.
Yeah. So, still playing Miles Morales.
Actually, yeah, I've played racquetball. It's fun.
I like it. I hurt my shoulder the one time I played it.
Did someone smack you in the shoulder?
No, I was really aggressively hitting the ball.
And someone smacked you in the...
Yes. Yeah. He did.
They're like, back off, bitch. It's mine. Okay.
Yeah. Back when I used to...
With the racquetball anime.
No, it was real life.
I guarantee. No, I wasn't saying that you watch... You're just watching the racquetball anime and... my shoulder.
Oh, man. I will say there is a badminton anime out there, and it makes badminton look badass. Also, it takes full use of slow-mo and boob jiggle physics like most anime.
So it's automatically better than Haikyuu.
I don't know, man. Have you seen them boys jump? Haikyuu's pretty hype.
No, I love Haikyuu. I was just making a joke because Haikyuu doesn't have boob physics.
No. But, yeah, I think I'm on the last part of Miles Morales. It gave me the whole screen of, yo, man, once you go past this point, you can't change shit. Okay, cool. Thanks for telling me that game.
It's kind of weird for that type of game. That's usually something you see in like a bigger open world RPG or something.
It is weird. I think Spider-Man 1 did it too, if I remember right. But
I don't know, maybe.
It's been a little bit since I played that. But yeah.
The only game I really remember doing it, The Witcher 3 did it, and I think Control actually might have did it, which was kind of weird.
But yeah, that popped up, and I saved it before we started this, and I think it's on a pause screen now. So I guess after this gets out to these awesome people, I'll go back and see where that ending takes me, because people could be asking me, what do you think? What is this? I'm like, shh. No, we are not discussing this, because I don't want to spoil anything for you. I don't want you to spoil anything for me.
He dies, doesn't he? It's just like the end of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You for the PS2. Mm-hmm. Damn it.
He does. Yeah.
You still liking it? More or less? Same level?
I honestly think I like it more than the original.
I was just meant compared to the preview. When you talked about it, talk to me about it last.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely still enjoying it the same level, if not more, than what I was enjoying it. It's still a top-notch game. They did a lot of cool stuff with it. Some of the stuff is just kind of cheeky, but in a cute way.
You mean jokey? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
well, Spider-Man, that's
yeah,
very similar. I don't know that much about Miles Morales, but I know normal Peter Parker, the original, I guess. He's very tongue-in-cheek, funny, goofy, with a hint of darkness here and there. Excuse me.
Yeah, with this, if it's any indication of whatever the next Spider-Man property they're going to come out with, they're definitely going to continue to knock it out of the park with this property.
I'm assuming it's just going to be Spider-Man 2, although I think... Did they do the Sinister Six in the original?
They did.
They did? Okay.
So, yeah, and this has its own thing, and it definitely, they bridge those two things together with how the story goes and everything like that.
They do a good job with his, what are they, toxin and invisibility? Aren't those his...
Correct.
What is it called? Venom.
Venom. They call it Venom.
Why?
It's because...
Why would they do that?
I don't know the actual reason. The reason I've come up with...
people.
Well, yes. The reason I've come up with is because there is a symbiote called Toxin, but there's
Just
also...
call it, like, Shocky Shock.
That's what Rhino calls it. It's kind of funny.
Shocky Shock!
Rhino's like, you hit me with Shocky Shock. And it's just
That's
hilarious.
funny.
This big old dude. And yeah, it's a hoot.
I still can't believe they got Paul Giamatti to do that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's a bad movie.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't realize how bad it was because I had been beaten down by the awfulness of DC movies, and then I saw The Amazing Spider-Man. No, I'm sorry. I saw
The one with Emma Stone.
Homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
And that she's a great actress.
She
but
is.
That movie is awful.
It is awful.
Until I saw the new Homecoming and
Whatever.
Far From Home.
Yes.
I said it right the first time. That I think it wasn't until then that I realized that those movies are kind of boring and bland.
Yeah, I could.
And Andrew Garfield is too handsome and also 25.
Also, he came out and was publicly said that he did not like playing Spider-Man.
Well, he didn't do a good job.
Well, it showed. It showed that you didn't like playing Spider-Man, Angel Garfield. Okay.
Stop riding around on your skateboard like a cool guy and get beat up.
Yeah, pussy. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I think that's really it for everything I've been up to. Space heater's working good. That is honestly a damn good investment. If you're ever cold, just
I'm thinking about getting one myself.
go buy a
actually.
space.
Maybe that's what I'll buy if that's a good one on Black Friday.
I convinced James to get one, and he likes it. I'm telling you, man. I thought they were bullshit, mostly because the other
No,
one.
they're definitely not. They're just things that get hot.
Well, I know, but the other one basically said this will burn down your house.
They will burn down your house.
That one won't.
That's why they have the buttons that if they get knocked over, they automatically turn off.
Well, yeah, that one does. But the other one basically was saying, hey, if this is on carpet, it will catch flame and destroy your life.
I bet this one, if you read the box, it probably says the same thing.
I actually read the instructions of this one. It says it is safe to put on carpet.
Nice.
Because that was my main requirement. I was reading into it before I bought it because I bought that other one from Home Depot and it just had those sun bulbs or whatever bullshit it had inside of it, like flaming.
Just balls of fire.
It looked like balls of fire inside of there. And basically they were like, listen, if this bulb breaks inside of there, you're fucked. And I was like, cool. I'm going to take this
Why would
back.
they make that product?
Well, looking at it now, after reading the instructions, it was supposed to be like a shop heater, like for like a mechanic or something.
Okay.
It was, yeah. So
Someone out in the middle of the woods trying to hunt a deer.
I don't fucking know, but they were very clear. The woman at Home Depot was like, you can just buy tile and put it under it. I'm like, lady, I'm not buying.
Buy a slab of tile?
Yeah. I was like, I have carpet floors.
You were trying to sell this to me hard. How much you get for How much you get for this?
I'm like, it's just a return center. She's like, is it all there? I'm like, it's a cardboard box and a heater. What else would be in this box?
Was it the same woman?
No, different woman.
Okay. she's spying on your ass.
Yeah.
The bogey has arrived. The bogey has arrived.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah. So
I could just see your coworkers. He's here. Amanda, come to the front.
yeah, I actually used self-checkout when I was doing that. But yeah, I think that's really it for life updates and video game updates.
What about PS5? Have you decided one way or the other whether or not you're going to be a psychopath and go try to get, what was it, one of two? There's only two guaranteed to be there, right?
Correct. Yes.
There could be more,
but
probably not.
No. There's
only going to be two.
It is confirmed. There's only two. Yes, I'm not doing that crazy bullshit thing.
Yes, that's the smartest decision of your. You could get married to a wonderful person, have children, and live happily for the next 75 years, and not standing in line to get a PS5 would still be the greatest decision you ever made.
Yeah, because looking at my work schedule, even regardless if I wasn't working as much as I am this weekend, going to wait in line and then going to work, I would punch someone in the throat.
Probably yourself.
Yeah, it would not end happily for anybody.
What would you have to get in line Thanksgiving night? I'm assuming.
No, because the location is closed. So I would have to they open at 7, so I would have to get up there however early I wanted to, either wait for them to open the main doors or go
7 in the morning, I'm assuming.
Yes, 7 a.m. And then I could either wait like a normie where
none of this is a normie thing to do.
No. I could go in through the normal public access, or I could just go through like the people that work their access. Either way, it still sucks because you have to get there super early. So I'd have to get there probably at 4 or 5 a.m., wait until they open the doors at 7 to actually do the transaction.
That's why you got to go to Best Buy first.
Yeah.
And then when they don't have one, you got to go to GameStop.
That's right. I tried using my hookups at Walmart, Best Buy, and GameStop, and it...
No, they're not going to... They would probably get in a lot of trouble if they got you a PS5.
I did learn that Best Buy has them in store. They just can't sell them because they are specifically for...
That date?
Yeah, for Black Friday, and they cannot accept any form of currency for them. Because I went through the ringer, I was like, PayPal, Bitcoin. He's like, no. Well,
no, he's not going to risk his job so he can...
I wasn't actually going to do it. I was just genuinely curious.
Nothing. What would he get out of it?
Nothing.
Besides an extra 1,000?
Yeah, nothing. That's really it, though. So I saw you were playing a new game.
Yeah, so like I said, I did buy some of the games, actually, more than one, that are on this list of, I guess, best games. According to... By the way, we didn't actually say what the episode is about. This is going to be about... They just released, in the last few days, I guess, Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards coming up early December, I want to say. So we're going to talk about some of those. We have a list. We're not going to talk about all of them. It's a lot of esports stuff and stuff we don't care that much about. We basically have our curated list, and I guess we'll talk about more about that in a minute. But yeah, one of the games I picked up, and I decided to play this first. I beat Neo, I don't know, a day or two ago.
Yeah, probably.
And I really, really enjoyed that. Really started to, I don't want to say fall in love, but really started to adore that game towards the end. Someone kind of compared it to Diablo, and it really made sense a lot because you're looting and so much, upgrading your weapons. So I really, really enjoyed that. It was very difficult, but once I got past the Ice Woman, I kind of really got obsessed with it a little bit and was playing it every day for 2, 3, 4 days and finished it a couple days ago. Really enjoyed it. Still recommend it. If you want a difficult hack and slash-esque Diablo meets Dark Souls type game, really recommend that. So I bought Neo 2. That's one of the games that I purchased. But I didn't want, because this is a Black Friday thing. I think they're both on sale for $20 or $30 a piece, which is great, seeing as they both came out this year.
Oh yeah, that's a steal.
And the other game I picked up was Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice.
I started playing that today after it downloaded, and I'm really enjoying it. I've put maybe 5 hours esque into it, and I'm already kind of seeing why people like it. I think that the Japanese voice acting is very good. I decided to go with that. Makes it, feel that much more immersive. I will say that the lip sync is clearly done for the English, and they didn't want to do it for multiple languages.
I could see how that could definitely be a crux in there.
That kind of, it kind of throws you off. But, I'm reading the subtitles, so it's not that big of a deal. But when I do notice it for half a second, it's kind of like, ugh. But the combat is good, not great, though. It's very, I guess it's very button mashy, unlike a Dark Souls or a Neo, where every blow, every dodge has to be deliberate. The dodging is, if you can die, you don't have that much health, so if you're not paying attention at all, you can die. I've died a handful of times in the first, like I said, about 5 hours. But if you're paying attention at all, it's not that much of a worry. I think I actually just now got my first new armor set, and I did upgrade my weapons.
I was like, hold up, 5 hours in, you running around with just your fist?
No, you start out with a sword.
Okay, but I figured you did, but that would have been really interesting.
I actually don't even know if you ever get a new sword. You get new abilities. I've got some kunai, and I've got a bow and arrow. So I don't know if it just solely relies on the getting new ninjutsu, quote unquote ninjutsu abilities and new techniques for your sword and not upgrading. Well, you upgrade your sword, but I don't know if you actually ever get a new one.
Yeah, okay.
But you do get new armor. I just got my first armor set that I didn't start out with.
Nice.
Which looks kind of cool. Nothing spectacular, but I didn't expect that.
I remember in the promotions and such, they were talking about how much customization can go into your armor, like the dyeing and different stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll do any of that, but that is definitely an option.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun for people that are doing playthroughs or just want to do different role playing or whatever else people are going to be doing with this game.
And the story is interesting so far. Of course, it's about the Mongol invasion of the island of Tsushima, which is an island of Japan. I'm sure everyone already knows that. But I think that the best parts so far are probably just the way it looks and the absolute almost zero UI, which is great. You know, you use things like the wind and the birds and the foxes to kind of find your way around. You can swipe up on the touchpad and it will blow the wind and say you have this many meters until your next objective.
Oh, wow. Developer actually remembered that the touchpad is
there. I know. Well, I mean, it's usually, you know, everyone says it's a map button. Yeah. But I guess this is a little different than that.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man uses it to get an app on his phone. You touch it and
it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they had to add it for the PS5 because of backwards compatibility and everything. But yeah, this game is absolutely beautiful in every way. I think it's definitely one of the best looking games I've ever seen. It's the grass and the trees and it's very natural game. Of course, it is, I don't know, 13, 14, 1500s or earlier Japan. So there's of course Japanese buildings and what have you, but there's a lot of nature, trees, leaves, bushes, and those are all very lush.
I can't even imagine being the guys in the background, the guys on the team, sitting there having to draw the grass and trees and stuff, and it's like almost crunch time, and you're like, no, you need to draw 1,000 more blades of grass before you have lunch.
Well, I don't think they are drawing anything that close to
I'm sure
deadline.
I'm sure they're just, making do with what they have.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying that and haven't put that much time into it, but I'm starting to see what all the fuss is about. I'm looking forward to getting the Neo 2 eventually, and I actually downloaded Rayman Legends, which I don't know when I'll get to that, but I also downloaded Batman Arkham Knight. I never beat that game when it came out. I got, of course, like everyone, I got frustrated with the tank. There's just too many, or I remember there being too many tank sections. So I want to give that another fair shake.
I'm sure it'll be a lot more enjoyable playing it with a controller than it is a mouse and keyboard.
I cannot believe you played that game with a mouse and keyboard.
I'm a madman, dude.
You're an insane human being.
I am. I mean, my Need for Speed World, the Need for Speed MMO I played back in the day, that skill did come out because I played that with the mouse and keyboard.
Is it like a weird I can do this type thing? Because it seems like every third-person game that you ever try on it, you don't like.
I don't know. I think I just am so comfortable with the mouse and keyboard. If it has the option, I want to try it. But
everything has that option.
I know it doesn't mean
if it's on the PC, it has that option.
It doesn't mean that it's good. So I probably should start. That's why I like Yakuza. Yakuza straight up tells you before you even get to the title screen, yo man, real Yakuza, play with a controller. Okay, homie, I'll play with a controller. No mouse and keyboard, mostly because...
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a third-person action game.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I mean, I don't think I've ever even attempted to play it with the mouse and keyboard because that's just insanity to me. And I think most people would probably agree. Of course, there are exceptions to that rule. But like I said, seems like you usually try it, but you never really like it.
No, and then I end up either continuing to play it with the controller or I just don't ever go back to it.
Yeah, sometimes we'll be having a conversation about why you don't like it, and then you'll just drop, oh, yeah, I didn't like the way it controlled. And then you'll say that, of course, you played it on mouse and keyboard. Like, what? Play it with a controller.
I think I just go into the games and I'm just like, oh, cool, I can use a mouse and keyboard, and I don't think about it.
Those games are meant to be played. Would you play, I mean, I can't imagine playing something like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with a mouse and keyboard.
Oh, dude, I might try it.
I'm sure you would.
Oh gosh, that'd be insane.
But like we said, this is going to be an episode all about the Game Awards, of course, hosted by Jeff Keighley every year. They're December 10th, I believe, is when this is happening. And so what we're going to do is we're going to read the nominees, and we're going to say that, and this doesn't mean this is our favorite game of the year. This is just going by the list that we have provided. So if there's 5 games that we know nothing about, we can't really speak on that, obviously. But we will, to the best of our ability, give our opinion on what we think is going to win, and what, if we had to vote for one of these games, what we would vote for. There is a longer list than what we are going to throw our hat in, put our opinion on, but I think if we can always go back and add, or I guess we can't subtract, but we can always add one if we see one.
Yeah.
So the ones we're going to do are going to be Game of the Year, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Music, Best Ongoing Game, Best Indie, Best Mobile, Best Action, and Best Action Adventure. So, I guess we can go ahead and start off with this website does not...
It acts up sometimes.
I think I was looking at my PC earlier and it looks fine, but I don't know if it's just the aspect ratio of my laptop or what.
Who knows?
But start off with Game of the Year. The contenders, what would you call it?
Nominees.
The nominees, thank you, are going to be Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons. I always thought that was New Horizon. I've never noticed there's an S. And, of course, The Last of Us 2. Jordan, why don't you go ahead and get us started?
Okay.
With tell us what you would vote for if you had to vote for one of these, and then I will say what I would vote for, and then we'll talk about what we think will win.
Okay. If I had to vote for one of these, strictly out of this list, it would definitely have to be Hades, because it's one of those weird games because it was in early access, and obviously it did fully release this year, but they did a lot of things right. It is one of those punishing games in the sense of you learn more every time you go through the run. For those of you that don't know, Hades is what's the genre I'm looking for?
I guess roguelike. Roguelike.
Yeah, I always get those names confused. But basically, you go through the dungeons and stuff you go through are procedurally generated. There's different weapons you can choose from, like a bow and arrow or a shield.
You don't really choose from them. You find them, right?
Yeah, well, like every run, after a certain run, you can unlock them. But like before you go to your run, you can choose the weapon you want. And then throughout the run, there's different... So if you don't know, you're the son of Hades. That's a key part to the story. And throughout your runs and stuff, as you're running around trying to escape hell, you get powers from the different Olympus gods. And sometimes there's team up powers and stuff, and it plays into the narrative and how things are going like that. And just across the board, how they did it was really well done. And even having beaten the game, after the new game plus or whatever you want to call it, it's not really that, but that's the easiest way to describe it to you. There's a lot of cool challenging stuff you can do about that, and there's the whole timer system. How long did it take you to get out of hell, sort of a thing. And so they did a really good job with that.
The voice actor for Hades, I think, got nominated for Best Voice Actor.
Yeah, I think he is in that category. So it is one of those things where I didn't know there was voice acting or anything like that going into it, and it really caught me off guard, but it was pleasantly wonderful. I almost said pleasantly splendid because I still have some of the blithe of haunting words inside my brain from watching that show.
Haunting of Blythe Manor?
Yeah, some of those catchphrases and such are still in my head.
Perfectly
splendid.
Perfectly splendid.
Sorry, I was tucked away in other British words, etc. Yeah, but I definitely really liked Hades. Obviously, I've played Animal Crossing off and on this year, and everyone that meets me knows how I feel about The Last of Us 2. Sometimes I feel like I just randomly bring it up in conversation that has nothing to do with video games just so I can get more of my hatred out for it.
The game is very debated, I guess.
It really is.
There's not very many people in the middle. I think Hades looks awesome. I played a ton of Animal Crossing, although I fell off of it. I probably will play it a little bit here and there, but I don't know if I'll ever get back into it heavily. I thought I would get back into it over October with the Halloween event, but there really wasn't that much to do until Halloween Day, and I actually didn't even play on Halloween Day. Ghost of Tsushima, I just started. I think it's gorgeous. The combat is fun but shallow. I think the voice acting is great. The story is interesting, but like I said, I just haven't gotten that far into it. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. So, I think, hands down, actually, and also I haven't played The Last of Us 2. Hands down, what I would vote for, if I could only vote for one of these, would be Doom Eternal. I think that game is just a video game, and that's just sometimes what you need. I think that this game, it's just so fun, and that's what I play video games for. It's always nice to have a good story and interesting concepts, but at the end of the day, if a game is just fun and puts a smile on your face, then you can't. What can you say bad about it? The music is amazing. The story is goofy, fun. It actually has some interesting lore as well. The way that the new things that they've added, like the hook shot on the end of a shotgun, the fact that you start with a shotgun instead of a pistol is great. The fact that you can play it superficially, just run around and shoot demons, or work out, not really combos, but work out when to shoot with what gun, when to use ability like the blood punch, when to get armor, when to try to get health. The fact that you can never stop moving for more than a couple seconds without dying. The different difficulty modes, which gives it replayability. I think that this game is absolutely excellent. I don't think there's really a flaw in the game. At least not one that... No, I don't think there's a flaw in the game. It's not perfect, because no game's perfect, but I don't think anything sticks out. Maybe if you played it a lot. I've only played through the game once, but I have considered playing it more, but my mind is always moving on to the next game. But maybe, I guess, if you played it enough, you might start to see some cracks, but I saw absolutely none. The armor is smooth as butter.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a super badass game.
I think it's absolutely amazing. And it might be my game of the year overall, even if you included all the games that I played this year.
Yeah.
It is absolutely that good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to move on to, we're going to skip over a couple of these. We're going to go to...
we forgot to say which we think is...
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I think we probably both agree on this. I think that The Last of Us 2 is going to win. I don't even think it's going to be close.
I also agree. There's nothing on this list, regardless of how good the studio is, how good the game is, they can hold a candle to what The Last of Us put out there.
It's exactly what they were trying to do. It's like a World War II movie at the Oscars. If it's well made, it's gonna win. If it's a Steven Spielberg World War II movie, it's probably gonna win.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm not gonna go into the whole rigmarole ass.
I mean, look at the Metacritic score on the journalism side.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So I can't be mad at it for that. Just because it wasn't what I wanted doesn't mean that it's not a good game. So.
Yeah, I agree. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna skip a couple and go on to, I think, let's just do. I guess we could do best narrative. Hold on. So you know what? I don't even want to do best narrative.
Okay.
I don't even know what one of these games is, and I haven't played any of these games.
It sounded like you were gonna start crying.
The Last of Us 2 is gonna win that too.
Yeah, it did. The twists and turns that takes.
Okay, so best. I don't know why I even put down best narrative. I'm just gonna delete that. The weird spacing in between there. Anyway, best art direction.
For this, we're gonna have Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will-O-Wisp, which is gonna be the second game in that series. For those of you that don't know, fun fact. And the last
fun fact.
Some people don't know.
I don't know if I qualify that as a fun fact, but yeah.
And finally, The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay, so this, I guess we could just read. This one is, I guess people don't know what best art direction is.
Yeah.
It's for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. So it's not just the drawing. I think, personally, if I had to vote for any of these, man, I think I'm going to vote for Ori and the Will-O-Wisp, just because I've seen more of that in action. Mm-hmm. My gut tells me to vote for Hades, and I almost want to vote for Ghost, because I was like, oh, it just looks realistic. Actually, we were talking about this the other day. I was like, yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima is pretty, but it just looks realistic. No, this game is incredible looking.
Yeah,
this game might be the greatest looking game I've ever seen.
It's one of the. It is. And granted, so I'll explain this after I say it. It is literally one of those games where you can watch it on YouTube, and when you see it in person, it's drastically different. Because I've seen people play this game on YouTube, and I saw Ryan play it for probably 30 seconds, and it is vastly different than what it is coming through a computer screen.
I want to see this running on a PS5.
Yes, that'd be amazing. Mine...
I was just going to say real quick that not just that though, but the lack of UI, the way the grass moves in the wind, the animation, aside from the weird face, but that's not animation problems. That's the fact that they didn't get the lip sync. That's really the only problem visually in the game.
I've been on Reddit a lot more lately, and I was on r/should you buy like this game or whatever it's called. Not sponsored by Reddit. I just
not sponsored. This man, he's a Redditor. He's a Reddit Gold member.
I am actually. I do pay for Reddit Premium. Anyway, and basically, someone was asking if they should buy Ghost of Tsushima, and the top comment was, it's Red Dead Redemption 2, but you're a samurai.
I wouldn't compare it to go that far, but it does have shades of Red Dead for sure. I mean, it's an open world. What do you call it? Period piece.
Yeah,
which is very reminiscent of Red Dead, of course.
But the one I'd have to vote for is Hades, and that really comes down to
I didn't get to say why I would vote for Ori.
Sorry, why would you vote for Ori?
Okay, so I would vote for Ori because it looks like a 1980s Disney movie. That you get to control.
And we don't get to see a lot of those anymore. Now they do.
No, you don't. That game is absolutely beautiful as well. I love that classic animation style, and the game is also just amazing. Period. If you like Metroidvanias, go play that game. Yeah,
for sure. I'd have to go with Hades because I'm a sucker for just this art style. They use a lot of different. It's going to sound simplified to say it like this, but they use a lot of different colors, a lot of different art.
They use colors.
They use colors. They use a lot of different art styles, whether that be like watercolors or different stuff like that. The way they do particles, the way they do just a lot of different effects, even down to like how characters move and how they interact with things, how they interact with the environment, how the enemies look. You could tell a lot of time and development went into how things look, not just how things interact. And I definitely think that's what makes it so well done when you interweave that with the plot and the story and how fun the combat is and the badass music and the timer up there that you're just like, damn it, I want to get a good score, trying to leave hell, and the bickering back and forth between you and your family and you just trying to get the fuck out of hell. That it really ties it all together, and it wouldn't work if Hades looked like Minecraft or whatever the Axiom Verge or
it's very reminiscent, I think, of I can't remember the name of the company that made this game. They made Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre. Before this, all their games have this kind of cel-shaded, cartoony...
Supergiant?
Look, Supergiant, yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. Look, and I think I've seen some people play it. I think it's gorgeous. And I think it's going to win. I think that they're going to be looking to throw Hades a bone. And they're not going to be able to pull their heads out of their asses long enough to give it to it for Game of the Year. So this is where they're gonna say, "Hey, this game deserves a shout out." And it looks very different than anything on the list.
True.
Even Ori has a game. Ori's not the first game in that franchise.
That's true. I will say that if for some stupid reason The Last of Us 2 wins Best Art Direction, I'll be mad about it and I'll get over it. But in the moment, I'll be pretty mad about it.
Yeah, The Last of Us 2 is pretty, but that's about it.
Yeah. The coolest thing I can say about The Last of Us is whoever did the swooshing noises when you go through plastic line down.
Everyone was talking about how cool the ropes were.
No, I didn't like them. Okay, I'm talking about whoever
you use them to hang yourself.
Who sound designer for Last of Us Part 2? Whoever did I don't know what they're called.
We're about to talk about best score and music.
That's true.
There's the best. There's a best audio design. I didn't even write that down.
Yeah, I'll save that then.
I didn't even want to do that.
Oh, that's fine. All I was going to say is the plastic swooshing sounds when you run through them in The Last of Us 2 sounds good. That's it. That's the bit.
Okay, I see.
That's
it probably wasn't too hard. They probably just got some
Probably.
Real plastic and walked through it.
Probably. They probably just got a really good microphone and put it up there and did the noises. But I liked it. I appreciated it. It added to the immersion. Didn't make me like it anymore, though.
Okay, so let's move on to Best Music and Score. That's going to be Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and of course, The Last of Us Part 2.
Looking at this list now, granted, I just hyped the hell out of Hades. It makes me wish that God of War is on this list because thinking about scores.
What? That's so random.
Because best scores and music was making me think of video game scores and music that I enjoy. And God of War popped in my head because I was listening to some of the score the other day.
Why not just Rock Band?
Whoa. No, that doesn't count.
Why?
Does it count?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's a good point.
Those games are dead. So
yeah, they are. Or the
may they never come back.
What's the game that they actually like sent you a guitar to learn how to play?
I had that game.
Did you?
Rocksmith. They didn't send you a guitar. You had to have your own guitar.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was like, holy crap, this game's crazy.
It was pretty cool. I didn't learn how to play, though.
I really like Hades sound and design. Score and music. I like the doobity-doops, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That's a simplification of what Hades soundtrack sounds like.
I hope it doesn't sound like that.
It sounds much better than how I portrayed it.
How is The Last of Us 2 score and music?
I can literally not remember.
He can name all of them right here. He knows the artists. He knows the name of the songs.
I can't name a single song, beat, melody, or chime.
Does it? Doesn't go like this as you're crying for your death of character.
You know, they might have put a Creed song in the background.
Ellie's on her knees with her hands in her face.
Now I'm just gonna.
She's sad 'cause somebody died.
That might be no. I honest to God cannot remember a single beat, ditty, melody, whatever of anything about that game.
But you do remember the plastic sheets.
I do remember the plastic. Because yeah, that's it. And I remember the sound design for the Rat King. That was chilling.
But you're not even playing as Ellie during that part.
No, you're not, because Ellie would have fucked that thing up.
Who named that guy?
There's lore that has to do with how it ended up getting its name.
Someone's sexually attracted to it, aren't they?
God,
I've actually seen that fight. It's a pretty cool looking fight.
It's a pretty cool fight, and that when you first see it, because you start, you hear about it throughout the game and stuff, and then you're like, oh, whatever, no big deal. And then it's like, fuck, I have to fight this thing, and the sound design for that. It almost sounds like they were like, all right, we're just going to take clips from hentai and just put them in this game because some of the sounds that fucker makes
very uncomfortable now
are disturbing.
I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would also give this to Doom. It's just awesome the way the music works with the sound design as well, but this isn't even that topic, but the way the gun sound is incredible. The way the popping and gushing of the blood sounds is awesome as well.
I like those sounds.
But the way the sound, of course, it's got a lot of really cool metal, but there are other genres. I just can't remember them. I just remember the metal pretty much. But the way that it kind of pushes you forward through a fight is really, really fun and exciting. Gets the blood pumping.
Like that game Beat Per Minute or whatever. It's basically Doom, but it's an orchestra. It's the same thing.
Something like that, but I didn't play that game, but it did look cool. Mm-hmm. If I want to play that game, I'd probably just play Doom again.
Probably, yeah.
But I have heard Beats Per Minute is really good, though. Yeah, I think that's more than any game I played this year, Doom's music just works with the game. Ori also has incredible music, but I haven't played that game since March. So I can't really remember it, and I don't remember it being... I remember it basically being more of Ori 1 music, which is amazing. And to be fair, Doom Eternal is probably just more of Doom 1 music, but it's so damn good that I didn't really care.
Fair enough.
And I just played Doom like a month ago. It's been 6 months. What do you want from me since I played Ori? Ori's amazing. Damn it. Go play Ori. But I would vote for Doom.
Fair enough.
If I played Ori... sooner, I might vote for Ori. But I think that Doom is going to win.
Yeah, probably. Sometimes you can't just beat a good heavy metal guitar.
Sometimes you just need balls to the walls, blood and guts, and that's what Doom gives you.
That's right. Our next category we're going to be covering is going to be Best Ongoing. It's going to be awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. These in this list are going to be Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, The Fortnite. Sorry, it's just called Fortnite.
The Fortnite. I thought you were making a joke, but
no, I just misspoke. And No Man's Sky.
Okay, so what's your deal?
I am honestly really torn between the one I would vote for, because Apex Legends has done a lot of good stuff. It really has. I have really been enjoying crossplay. I like the new map. I like the new hero. Thumbs up. But Destiny just has a really special place in my heart. Now, granted, they're shoving new power down my throat a pretty good bit, but after having the realization that Destiny's story is literally basically the same thing each time somebody shows up and was like, I want ultimate power. I am the world ender. Okay, Guardians, let's go stop this person. And that's pretty much the same story all the time. The one I would have to vote for, granted, I've played almost all of these games. I've played all of these games except No Man's Sky. I would have to vote for Destiny 2 just because what they have in store looks promising, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really enjoying the little bits of Beyond Light we've played. I hope we can continue get back into it and play some more when schedules line up and such. But I definitely like the direction they're going, and I'd have to go for Destiny 2 on that one.
I also have kind of a hard time voting for this. I wouldn't vote for Destiny 2. Think that the combat's amazing. The lore is... I couldn't care less about the lore. The story, like Jordan says, is the same every time. The new power is cool, but we haven't really played that much of it. And before Beyond Light, I hadn't played it in 6 months. Call of Duty Warzone is fun. It's 250 gigabytes, though, so I don't play it. I don't care about Fortnite at all. Apex Legends is a game that I didn't play for a while. I was off multiplayer games for a couple months minimum. I just couldn't. I liked Valorant, but it was too intensive, and I was getting mad in dumb places, even if I won sometimes. I think the Apex Legends is a game, and Destiny Beyond Light kind of came around at the same time, but Apex Legends is very, very well made. It's still got the incredibly frustrating problems that Battle Royales. Three of these games are Battle Royales, by the way. The night finding a gun, the fact that the audio can definitely be scuffed sometimes, and the in-game voice chat is kind of just dog shit.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to work sometimes. It only works with certain mics, and sometimes it just doesn't work with USB mics and this and that. And yeah, scuffed is definitely the best overall nutshell answer for that.
I think my favorite out of these this year specifically is got to be Apex Legends. But what I think will win, and I honestly think probably should win, just because I didn't put that much time in Apex, is No Man's Sky. I think it's going to win. I don't really see how anything else could win.
I honestly agree with that. I know about this game, and I haven't even played it. I know that they worked their asses off to give the community something that wasn't dog shit, and it's... seeing what they've done for the community, granted, I can't lay it out on paper. I can't explain all of it to you.
It's on Game Pass. We could play it if we wanted to, which is incredible. It's got, I think the Game Pass version has all the updates.
Yeah, and all I know about this game is...
all the DLC.
Yeah, the only thing I can say about this game is it looks interesting, and people are giving it a big thumbs up online because they work so hard to fix it and say, hey, we're sorry. We're sorry we fucked up. Let us fix this. It's not like an Anthem or another game that sucks that they never really fixed. You know, it came out. It wasn't good. People were mad.
It was apparently almost unplayably bad.
Yeah, and they went back to the drawing board and they go, all right, this is how we're going to fix it. And apparently they've done a damn good job, and people are happy about it. I haven't heard of a story like that, you know, aside from Rainbow Six Siege and a couple more Ubisoft games. But I don't think that even they were as bad as No Man's Sky. Yeah, it's kind of insane. I was watching, probably, when I say a while ago, probably a year ago or something, just how it was early on. It wasn't an in-depth video or anything. It was just like little bits here and there. And it was kind of insane to compare.
People were so hyped. And I was kind of thinking to myself, there's no way they can do this.
Yeah, it was a big ask for what they were doing. And I know people that pre-ordered it and stuff, and they were severely let down. But now it's a healthy, thriving, wonderful game from what I've heard. Like I said, I've never loaded up a minute of it for the longest time. I thought it was Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess because they both had sky aspects in their names, and I combined them. But learned very quickly that Horizon Zero Dawn is not No Man's Sky. So
I wrote down best indie, but I literally have not played any of these games except for Fall Guys, and I hate that game. So I don't even know. You've played a couple of these games. You've played Carrion and Hades.
I played Carrion and Hades.
Do you want to talk about that at all?
I'll just say that I think people should play Carrion. I think it's a really well-made game.
Fair enough. Yeah, go play Carrion instead of Fall Guys.
Yeah,
it's on Game Pass.
I think you would enjoy Carrion. I know you would enjoy Carrion.
I need to play it.
Then yeah, I really do like Carrion. It's I will say sometimes it is kind of confusing. The map kind of gets
well. That's all Metroidvanias.
But yeah, other than that, other than being confused a little bit here and there, I really did enjoy Carrion. So that's all I really have to say about that.
Next up on the docket is going to be Best Mobile Game. I don't play a lot of mobile games, but I thought that this had some very notable games, and it would be kind of hard to gloss over it. It's going to be Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix, which I've heard nothing but bad things about.
So I have played all of these except Among Us. I almost refuse to play it just because You're just
that cool. You're
that
too cool
and also
for school.
I don't want to talk to strangers. I
You
barely
don't have to talk. You're not supposed to, actually.
Oh, okay.
You
You
type.
Okay. Huh. Well, that kind of clears up some bad thoughts I had about that game. Call of Duty Mobile, I played it a pretty good bit, off and on. Every once in a while, I'll load it up and I'll play it.
It's very well made.
It is
what
really,
it is.
But, if I can make it through the 30 minutes of advertisement and
I swear.
and actually get into a match, I'll play it and it'll be fun. It's a well-made game. And I think they definitely know what they're doing. They are getting Timmy's and Tammy's credit cards from their mommy and daddies, and they're getting them nice skins.
There's skins in that game?
Yeah, man. Dude, holy shit, yes. They gun skins, grenade
Call of Duty
skins.
suck.
Yes.
They're awful. They've got the people, get the same people that make Overwatch skins to make Call of Duty skins.
They have it down to a science, man. There's loot boxes, there's skins for guns, grenades, knives, other accessories, like the crates you can get, like the supply crates and stuff you can get in. I think those have skins.
You can get skins for your loot boxes.
No, like the things. There's like this ability you have. You can like call in a supply crate like, during the match. Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of insane. But once you get past all the advertisements and hey, give me money, and it's a
fun game,
and you don't accidentally click on one of them, it's fun. Genshin Impact.
I kind of want to play it again, but
I don't.
Dude, that game. If I played it again, by the way, it wouldn't be on mobile.
You'd play it on PS4.
So it would be on PC.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's right.
So if this game, this game melted my phone pretty much. Granted, I have a phone that's a few years old, but it took the battery down and put it on its knees.
Dude, yeah,
I think it is a very well made mobile game, especially a gacha game. But I haven't played it that much,
especially since it doesn't lock you into spending money. It definitely has.
Exactly.
You get most of the characters from just playing the game.
I've heard that you can play the game fairly adeptly up to about 20 hours before you really need to start considering spending money. So that's really good. It's also a really good looking game.
It is.
I want to say that even if I loved this game to death, I probably wouldn't vote for it on this. Basically, well, actually, I can't say that. I was gonna say because I play it on PC, but I think that like all these are PC games as well, except for Call of Duty.
Yeah,
and Pokemon Cafe Mix. But I was gonna say that I couldn't vote for it because I would rather play it on PC. But I would rather play Legends of Runeterra on PC, and that's what I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah, I love Legends of Runeterra. I've played almost all of the digital card games that they have out there, and it definitely is the most friendly.
It's the most generous.
Yes, by far. It is so easy to make a deck in that game. It's so nice. I love it. Even if you don't play, they still give you 3 free chests.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing. If I want to make a deck in Shadowverse, which is like Weeaboo Hearthstone
Magic.
or
Yeah.
Magic, however you want to put it, I have to drain my bank account, sell my left arm, and then go rob a bank. And then maybe I can have enough crystals in game to pull enough packs to get the cards I want, to translate them into vials, to then create the cards I want.
This game is incredibly generous. It's very, very pretty. The sound effects, voice acting, all really well done. The game mechanics, which of course is the most important part, are very well made, very thought out. They are also not done really in any other game. I think that, not of course, some of them are, but a lot of the core mechanics are unique, and I really appreciate that.
I definitely agree with that.
Makes me interested in the Legends of League of Legends lore, which of course everyone is obsessed with, probably in the League of Legends community, but I wasn't. It made me more interested in Teamfight Tactics, so I think that this game is absolutely excellent. It's my favorite card game I've ever tried to play on PC or mobile.
At the end of the day, Legends of Runeterra is literally the best marketing thing that Riot could do. Because it gets people introduced into the characters. It gets people to have a card game to play. It's a damn good marketing. All of it. Holy shit, I'm just realizing that Riot's whole suite of games are all just a marketing thing for League of Legends.
No, it's just Valorant's not.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I don't think that fighting game that they're coming out with is going to be, but
that's true. But still,
I think it's just that they have. That's what you do with the card game. You take a franchise that has popular characters and interesting lore, and you put it in the card. That's what they did with Pokemon.
Well, yeah.
That's what they did with Hearthstone.
And I'm not
that's
saying
what they did with Gwent.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Everything pretty much except Magic, and I don't know if that has. I don't think that has anything to do with like Dungeons and Dragons or anything.
No. But no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It was just like a aha moment of this is
light bulb.
Light bulb. Like this is a really cool way to use your properties. And then obviously last on the list is Pokemon Cafe. I don't really care for Starbucks in real life. I like Pokemon, but it's not cute to run a Starbucks with Pokemon.
I didn't play this. I thought it looked very boring. It looked like a very simple puzzle game.
It is. It's click this, make this drink, do this.
Right.
It's not even that cool. It's not like a management thing. It's not like a Diner Dash or anything like that.
Puzzle game?
Yep, it's like a Bejeweled.
So why would I not just go play Pokemon Puzzle League?
Exactly.
So I think we both would prefer Legends of Runeterra to win, but I don't see how anything is going to beat Among Us.
Yeah, especially since it's free and you can be like, yo, boys, let's play Among Us. Let's see which one is the bad guy.
It's more about, because remember, we're talking about what we think the panel or whoever votes for this will win. And Among Us was the game this year. It was the Fortnite of 2020.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, it is free on mobile. I think it's $5 or something on PC and I guess other platforms. I'm not sure. But yeah, this game is massively popular, and I don't think anybody... Even if I was on the committee, I would feel pressure not to vote. I would feel weird if I didn't vote for it. Obviously, if I played it.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
I don't think I would vote for it if I didn't play it. But I mean, at the same time, it's pretty easy to get the gist of it. But okay, we're gonna skip a couple. We're gonna skip past. Like I said, go and vote yourself. We're not even voting right now. We might go back and vote later. But we're skipping over 2 or 3, and we're going to move to Best Action. This is the game in the action genre focused primarily on game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. The nominees are going to be Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx. I kind of forgot the game came out. Neo 2. And Streets of Rage 4. Forgot that game came out too.
Yeah. The only one I've played in this list is Hades. I really still want to play Half-Life Alyx, but
you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars when you still want to buy a PS5.
That also, yes, that is a true point. Also, I have a thought in the back of my mind that VR might make me throw up.
It might.
I don't really know. I mean,
if it makes anybody throw up, it'll probably be me. I get dizzy sometimes from sitting up too fast.
Oh, well, yeah. because I'm a big Half-Life fan, and so I'm sure I could. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say I'm sure I could enjoy this without VR, but I
think this is you can only play this in VR.
That's what I was gonna say. It's literally not playable without VR,
which some people were upset about. But
I get it.
You have to make sacrifices if you want to. If you want to make the best VR experience, it needs to be for VR only.
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, you're gonna make compromises where you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I've seen you play Neo. It looks cool.
This is Neo 2. I haven't played Neo 2 yet.
Yeah,
although I'm assuming I've heard it's Neo but better, more Neo but more.
Yeah,
more stuff to do, prettier.
I really liked Streets of Rage 1 and 2. This looks just.
I've heard 3 is but I've never played.
I've
never played any of them. Streets of Rage 4 is actually on Game Pass.
Huh. Okay.
I'll probably play that eventually.
I like the way it looks. I like the style. Doom. Obviously, badass game. Doom. I played the original on a bunch of different stuff here and there.
When you say the original, you mean
like the original,
like from the 90s?
Mm-hmm, yeah, like the original.
You never played 2016?
Nope, never played 2016 yet. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. They're like, "We're surprised you didn't play Doom," and I was like, "I've been doing a lot of stuff."
I don't know if you'd like Doom or not because it's not hard unless.
But it's also not just a shoot 'em up.
Kick it up.
Yeah.
If you get up to like Ultra Nightmare, it's balls bustingly hard.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
But
play
it's
it on
not
that.
easy.
Yeah.
So basically, if you stay still, you're gonna die in Doom. Most people are gonna die.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But if you stay still for a couple seconds, you're gonna die.
Yeah. So
I don't know though, because you do like a good shooter sometimes.
Yeah, I do enjoy a good shooter. I would definitely have to vote for Hades. I mean, I've probably played this thing through 6 or 7 times now.
Did you get the sure ending? I don't know if I ever asked you that.
I think I have to play it 2 or 3 more times to get it, and each time.
I had to play it 10 more times and buy it.
Yeah, yeah. I keep trying to tell people it's on Game Pass, but that's a blatant lie. It is not on Game Pass.
It seems like a game that would be on Game Pass.
Yes. But yes, I think you have to play it 10 times to get the true ending, and obviously every time that you play it, you can do different modifiers and stuff after you've beaten it once. And I've tried different builds and stuff like that, but after a certain time, each run, it just kind of gets harder and harder, and the enemies get different and more powerful, and they'll do different sequences and stuff. And so sometimes it's like the last run I got to like the final boss, and it kicks my teeth in. Just couldn't do it. It was just too hard. So yeah, I love that game though. It's good.
I think Doom is the only game I've played on this list, so I'd vote for Hades. No, I think I'd vote for. I don't know. I kind of wish I'd played a couple more of these, but I think Doom might be my game of the year anyway, so it might be Doom. I don't know. So I would vote for Doom on these, and I think if I had to guess, which of course that's what we're doing for all these, I would guess that Half-Life Alyx would win. It's a Half-Life game. People have been riding the dicks of Half-Life for more than 20 years.
Yeah, if anybody's feeling generous out there that's in my friend circle or whatever.
Go ahead and drop. It's not that expensive for a VR headset anymore.
All I was going to say is if you have a VR headset, just spray it with some Lysol. I'll slap it on my eyeballs, and I'll play some Half-Life Alyx.
Put a mask on?
Yeah, put a mask on, play it, because I do want to play that game. I think that'll be the true test if I can be a VR king or not.
Okay, so I've written down Best Action Adventure as the last one on here. Honestly, I'm looking at it.
I've only played 3 of these games, and you
played a few of these games. So we'll talk about this.
Okay.
So, also, I don't know what the difference is between action adventure and action is.
Well, they define it for the best action adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
So why is Assassin's Creed on here?
I know, right? Got him.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I always thought that adventure games were like the old Monkey Island games, and
those are good.
And
Monkey Ball.
No, not Monkey Ball.
I like that game though.
Just games with monkey in the title.
Monkey.
No, but kind of the new Telltale games.
Okay. Yeah.
And walking simulators, I would kind of consider those adventure games. I don't understand why adventure games all of a sudden means you're going on an adventure. You do that in literally every game.
I think it's becoming one of those things where they slap, not Metroidvania, but like roguelike or whatever the other one is.
They don't go on an adventure in Doom? That's a hell of an adventure.
You're damn right.
No.
I think I was going to spoil something about Doom, but I'm not going to mention it.
How could you spoil? What would you know about Doom?
Don't you end up like going to heaven and fighting angels or something?
Kind of.
Okay.
They're weird demon angel things.
Ooh, I like some demon angels.
They have tentacles.
Ew, I don't like tentacles. The games on the list are going to be Assassin. For those of you that didn't understand me, because I even had to go back and say this for myself, the games on this list.
The games on the list.
Yeah, the games on this list are going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ori and the Will-O-Wisp.
Will of the Wisp? Not Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp is a Pokemon attack.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I honest to God forgot came out this year.
That came out this year? No, wait. I think it came out. I think that might have come out last year, but
They're included.
they have a cutoff date for
makes sense.
games. If it comes out after a certain date, it can't be in the running.
Gotcha, okay. And then obviously The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm surprised that Miles Morales and Assassin's Creed are on this list just because they just came out.
Yeah, I guess they were thinking these are going to knock it. They're going to knock it out of the park. And
So, of course, Jordan is going to vote for The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, it's the best action adventure game I played this year, man. It is rock solid.
If that game has action anywhere like the original, it does not deserve to be anywhere near this list. The action in The Last of Us 1 is dog shit.
The Last of Us Part 2 is the only game that I think I've ever played in my whole existence.
Holy crap. Why are you on this podcast?
That
Did you skip the first one?
No, I have a point I'm trying to make. It's the only game I've played in my existence that has left me feeling so defeated and so depressed by the amount of disgusting shit you had to do. And I've played Doki Doki Literature Club, and that game was a mindfuck.
You didn't have to do anything bad in that.
I know, but it was still just sad.
I mean, bad things happen.
That's true.
That game was also only a few hours long, whereas The Last of Us is, I don't know, what, a few tens of hours long?
I think like 30 hours long, and you're just stabbing dogs all the way through. Jedi Fallen Order, it's good.
I haven't played. I need to play that. It looks very janky, but it's fun.
It's like janky. So I'm gonna say this. It's probably gonna be wrong. I've heard people call it a
Jank Souls.
Yeah, Jank Souls. It's like Dark Souls, but with lightsabers.
So it's worse.
Yeah, it's hard. There were some.
So worse. Don't kill you. I mean, no. Don't kill yourself.
Wow, damn. Okay.
Kill yourself.
If you can figure out how to do that, email me.
It's not working.
It's not.
You can, never mind.
I liked that game. It's there were some times
Seriously, don't kill yourself. Suicide is bad and it makes people sad.
Amen.
Go talk to somebody if you need it.
Yeah.
I'm actually completely serious.
I know. I appreciate it.
I'm still whispering.
It's okay. I need to drink the last swallow of this water because my throat's
Last swallow? Okay, so I'm going to use a Jedi mind trick of my own and look into your brain and predict that you are going to vote for Miles Morales.
You would be, excuse me, you would be correct. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. I guess I'm just hoarse from talking. Yes, this isn't something I'm trying to do with my voice. I really am just hoarse right now. Maybe it sounds different to y'all than it does to me. But yes, I would definitely vote for Miles Morales. Like I said at the top of the show, I'm on the last fight right now.
Oh, are you? Did you say that?
I think I did.
I don't. Maybe you did. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm on my way to the last fight. I paused it. I got some more dudes to beat up, and then I'm sure there'll be a cutscene, and it'll be like, oh.
Wait, how is Demon Souls not anywhere on any of these lists? Is it because it?
It's because it didn't.
Is it because it's a remake?
Maybe. That.
I'm just realizing that now.
Huh? Yeah.
Surely, if it would be because of the date. Because did it come out any later than Spider-Man or?
It came out.
Or Assassin's Creed?
Came out after both of those.
I think it came out. Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100%
It came out
on
launched the same day as the PS5 launched.
That's true.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was not eligible because of that.
Maybe. Maybe it's. Maybe it is because it's a remake, which would be weird. But
Well, it's definitely considered a remake. It is a remake.
well, I know, but
I don't know if that. Surely that wouldn't negate it from automatically.
I don't know. Well, I don't get to see the rules for this this. But yeah, I would definitely vote for Miles Morales. I did enjoy Fallen Order. It was fun at times and challenging at times. And all in all, it was a good old action adventure game, you know? Whatever that is. Last of Us should not be on this list.
Okay, I would vote for Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I think that game is excellent. It's more Ori, which is amazing. The game is gorgeous. The gameplay is very, very fun. The gameplay is actually better than the original. It did have some technical difficulties, but the story is very, very heartwarming and kind of melancholy, sweet and sour, if you will, at times. Very, just I adore both of those games. Those games are so sweet and they're so pretty and very. Honestly, like the best way to say is it's like an old Don Bluth movie or an old Disney movie come to life, put on. It's like you're playing All Dogs Go to Heaven in a Metroidvania game.
Okay, so you don't play as the owl.
No, you play as the little
that's a dog,
white raccoon dog thing.
Okay, you play as the little Ori. There, he's an Ori.
Yes, you play as Ori.
Okay,
the titular Ori.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay. I'd be fine with that winning.
The game is so good. Go play Ori.
There you go. Go play Ori.
The game does not get enough love.
And that's going to be it.
Wait. What do you think will win?
Oh, I think...
I
think Ghost of Tsushima is going to win.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say Assassin's Creed because people...
That's jank as fuck, man. No, it's not good.
But I've also... I know a lot of people like that game.
Yeah, true.
But I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to win because it's not going to beat The Last of Us in any other category.
No, it's not. Now, granted...
I can tell you right now that it's better than The Last of Us Part 2 and I didn't play it. Boom.
That's right. He can make that not
It's definitely more fun than the first Last of Us.
I can tell by gameplay that Ghost of Tsushima is more fun than The Last of Us.
I think it'll win. I think it's got a lot of incredibly high quality features and just everything about it is very, very high quality. And I think legitimately, they're going to look at this and say it's a new IP and we can't vote for it over The Last of Us in any other category. Let's give it to this. Let's see. Best role playing. We didn't. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, and when they re-release Ghost of Tsushima on another system, they can slap on.
How are you gonna release Ghost of Tsushima again unless it's a Game of the Year edition when backwards compatibility is a thing?
I think they'll do something like that, and they'll slap a sticker that says "Best Action Adventure Game 2020" or whatever else they put on those covers.
I'm looking at the rest of these. We got best role playing game. I only played one of these games. I guess you could kind of say 1.5. Don't care about fighting, family games. I'm sure Fall Guys will win that. Or Animal Crossing. Maybe Animal Crossing. I did want to give a shout out to... Where is it? I wanted to give a shout out to 2 games. One is in Best Sim and Strategy. And the other is in Best Sports and Racing. So, I think I only played one of these games. And actually, in both of these categories... Flight Simulator is an amazing game.
Try it out.
If you have not played this game, go play it. I considered buying a flight stick, but then I realized I don't need to do that. I didn't even play the game for that long, considering how long I could have played it. But it is gorgeous. It's so weirdly in depth, but you can also pull that depth almost all the way back. And have the game play itself in a lot of areas.
It can also teach you to be a fucking pilot.
Don't fly a plane if you've only played this, but yes, it's
correct.
incredibly in depth. That game is amazing. It's so beautiful, and the fact that there are things you can I was able to see our local airport, which was crazy. I was able to fly over our town, which was crazy, and kind of weird and a little scary.
Yeah, that is weird.
And the other is going to be in Best Sports and Racing. The only thing in my mind that even stands any 2 shits of a chance is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which, by the way, that takes out any... We were talking about how maybe Demon's Souls wasn't in here because it was a remake. This is 2 remakes. So, obviously that's not why.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think that this game is gorgeous and it feels so good to play. It feels like what I remember them playing like. I don't know if that's actually how good they were, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is such a beautiful remake. It's got all the old music plus more. It's got all, the old skaters likeness and new skaters likeness. You can get new boards, you can get new shirts and stuff, which is really, really cool in this type of game.
Yeah, words are hard. Most definitely. Tony Hawk, it's actually on my wish list for the Secret Santa I'm in. So hopefully somebody will get me Tony Hawk Pro.
They're going to get
Skater.
you socks that have Tony Hawk's on them.
No, I think they can only choose from the wish list you give them. So hopefully,
who's enforcing that?
The site we use.
What's the
site?
What's going to keep them from sending you socks though?
That's a good point. Damn it, I want to get socks.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm gonna get. Damn it.
So I think that's about all that we want to talk about here. There are, of course, more. There's best multiplayer. There's a bunch of stuff for like content creator and stuff like esports and stuff. So go vote if you want to. That's about all we want to vote for. Go watch the Game Awards. I think it's December the 10th. They're always fun to watch. I'm sure there's going to be reveals of new games, new trailers and stuff. And then there's going to be a game where they only show a logo, and 4 years from now we'll hear about it being restarted.
Yep, most definitely. If you're traveling, travel safe. If you're spending time with your family, have fun. You can reach out to the show on Twitter at A Dialogue Tree. That's also going to be on Instagram, A Dialogue Tree. All these links are going to be in the description. Everything after this point is going to be in the description. So check that out. But I'll still tell you, our email is going to be adialoguetree@gmail.com.
You can also listen to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, or your favorite podcast app, and YouTube, actually. Of course, you can also subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, and a big old thumbs up if you want to.
Speaking of subscribing, if you're doing that, you can hit subscribe on whatever podcast app you're listening to this. But if you are listening to it on Apple Podcast, we would awesomely appreciate it. If you would just go wherever the review section is on that, hit 5 stars and type whatever you want. I don't care what you put in there. I just want you to hit 5 stars. You can put that you think I'm a raging alcoholic and Ryan's a dipshit.
Whoa.
That was kind of mean. I couldn't think of anything else.
Is there some kind of underlying truth to both of those statements?
Who knows?
Did I find a bottle of vodka in Jordan's closet when I was trying to steal from him the other day?
Yeah, times are hard during COVID times. So yes, it would be greatly appreciated if you could leave us a 5-star review.
We also, do you have any?
I was just going to say, that's how you can get your questions on the show. Put your question in there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give us topics, tell us what your game of the year is, etc., and so on. We also just released a Pokemon video where we opened up a box of Vivid Voltage. Go check that out. We might be doing more of those in the future. I thought it was fun. I feel like Jordan did as well. It's always, I don't want to say, it's always a rush. That's a weird way to put it, though.
We're gambling addicts.
Yeah, we're gambling addicts.
And that's the easiest way for us to gamble is to open cardboard.
Exactly, even though it's probably not any cheaper.
No, it's not. I tried recording one today for a stupid game I play, and my phone was like, it's overheating, I can't record. And I was like, fuck you, phone. So I was mad about it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Thank you so much for listening. Travel safe. Have fun with your families.
So stuffed. Holy crap.
You got to get that NyQuil.
Nasonex.
Hey, let me get that Vicks Vapor Rub for you.
That's the weirdest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Okay, bye-bye.